Hello everybody, my name's Elise. Welcome out everybody to my favorite NXT Women's Champion, Meiko Satomura, her best title defense. And I gotta say this, I knew nothing about Meiko Satomura when she came into NXT UK. I knew absolutely nothing about her. The fact is, she is a legend in the ring. She is called the final boss for a reason. I love her entrance. I love her theme. I love her presentation. Her offense is fantastic. She is, to me, like the NXT version of Asuka back in the day. Thing is, though, Meiko Satomura, again, she's a legend. She was in Japan. She's done a lot of work. She's great as who she is. And for her run as NXT Women's Champion, I think she was the best one. Of all the UK Women's Champions that hold the Toni Storm, Alba Fire, and then freaking, not Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley, of all the women who hold that championship, I believe Meiko Satomura has the best one. She had the best entrance, the best presentation. Granted, she didn't have the crowd. If we had a more regular NXT UK crowd, she probably wouldn't a lot more over. Meiko Satomura is just utterly fantastic. And she fought against Blair Davenport, Zaya Brookside, Jenny. She had a lot of pretty good. She has some. She's so great. She can make the worst wrestlers to have decent matches. She always could bring something, the A game, to somebody else. She's unselfish like Bayley and Sasha Banks. She's probably even better than both of them. Better than all the horsewomen put together. That's how good Meiko Satomura is. You could always have a classic with Meiko Satomura. The thing is, though, what is her best match as the NXT UK Women's Championship? She lost her championship to Mandy Rose in a triple threat match. She didn't eat the pin. Now she's in NXT 2.0. But what is her best match? And I gotta say this. One of her best matches was against Amale. Amale is a great female wrestler. I really hope she gets rehired by WWE for NXT Europe. And I hope she wins a championship because she's just too damn talented. To me, even though the reason why I don't put this as my favorite one of her matches, or Meiko Satomura, like my favorite championship match of hers, is because the fact is it was way, way too predictable. The fact is, this was her first title and she's not going to lose it. WWE has this thing where after a champion wins a match, they always want to get him a good, strong, veteran opponent. And Amale was that. Amale was always going to bring you a good match or a great match. And with Meiko Satomura, they had a pretty dang great match for the first title defense. It really lays the groundwork of who Meiko Satomura was. So Amale gets a lot of credit for that first title defense. But to me, when I'm looking at Meiko Satomura's best match for that championship, it would have to be Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile is a fantastic female wrestler. She's new, she's dirty, she's a MMA background, and Meiko Satomura, but on a technical clinic. I was greatly impressed with Ivy Nile. I loved her since she was in Diamond Mine. I saw the work she was doing. I saw an it factor, and Ivy Nile is something you could see in the future. And what Meiko Satomura did with her, like other wrestlers you could put on there, like Amale, Zaya Brookside. You can have so many female wrestlers in that ring, but very few are going to get it that quickly like Ivy Nile. And how the presentation was. To me, Ivy Nile has that look, that strong veteran presence. She has that entire, how her physique is, how her attitude is. It was technical wrestling at its finest. Construction truck. But to me, Meiko Satomura and Ivy Nile just put on technical class, hit after hit. Ivy Nile does a submission, Meiko Satomura does a submission. Ivy Nile hits a kick to Meiko hits it right back. They went back and forth, and they had a very, very good match. Also, at the end of the day, like they were given a position where Ivy Nile was kicking out, and this really was a very selfish act by Meiko Satomura. And if there was ever a person to challenge Meiko again for another championship, I wouldn't mind another one because her and Ivy Nile put an instant classic. I love that match. Meiko Satomura versus Ivy Nile was instantly the best match of both those women's careers. Ivy Nile, that was her best match to date. Meiko Satomura, her career in NXT UK. I haven't seen her Japanese wrestling matches. I haven't seen her in other wrestling matches other than NXT UK and 2.0, but that to me was Meiko Satomura's best title defense. How they really presented the entire ring, how they really presented the presentation of the overall match, who booked the match and who produced the match was absolutely fantastic. They made Ivy Nile look strong. They made Meiko Satomura like the final boss. Like, okay, yeah, you kick me, I'm going to kick you right back. You're going to slap me, I'm going to slap you right back. You're going to put me in submission, I'm going to make you submit. And Meiko Satomura, at the end of the day, looked like she was going to lose. Ivy Nile has this great submissions finisher where she chokes you out in the back. And it's not like the simple sleeper hold. She wraps around you in the back of her head right there. It's just it's like an inverted submission. And the thing is, though, at the end of the day, Meiko Satomura gets the win because of a pinfall. Like, she gets a woman's shoulders to the mat while she's in the submission. So that was unique, and that was awesome. And this shows a lot of growth for Ivy now. This shows a lot of greatness for Meiko Satomura and herself, like her being selfless and really putting Ivy now over, even though she didn't get her the championship, was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. And Meiko Satomura is a classic woman. She's a classy woman, and she's a class-fit, perfect wrestler, in my opinion. I think Meiko Satomura is utterly fantastic, and that is pure technical wrestling at its finest. But to me, the best, again, if we're looking at all the matches that Meiko fought against all over the years, against Amale and Ivy Nile and all that stuff for NXT UK, her best match was against Ivy Nile, in my opinion. But that's my personal opinion, everybody. What's your personal favorite? Do you like Amale versus Meiko Satomura? Did you like the Blair Davenport? Do you like the Zaya Brooks side? Do you like the Ginny fight? What's your favorite Meiko Satomura's match as NXT UK Women's Champion? And was she your favorite NXT Women's Champion? So let me know what y'all think, everybody. Nate's least, our favorite, everybody. Bye.